It is the worst attack on the security forces in Jammu and Kashmir.
Death toll has now risen to 44 Jawans martyred in this attack.
After Pulwama, there was a need to give a befitting political signal to Pakistan that this state of affairs would not be tolerated. After high-level deliberations, the Indian Air Force plan of airstrikes was approved. Among the spectrum of targets, Balakot was chosen, since it met both strategic and tactical considerations. Strategically, it was located within Pakistani territory and was a non-military credible terror target linked to Pulwama. Tactically, it offered a high probability of success and assured minimum collateral damage. Close coordination between the Indian Air Force and intelligence agencies resulted in a solid strike plan that included 12 Mirage 2000 aircraft taking off from Gwalior for the attack, covering a distance of more than 1,000 kilometers one way. During the sortie, other air elements would render support, including in-flight refuelers, airborne early warning and control aircraft, as well as escort and decoy elements. Approaching Srinagar with their support aircraft having sanitized the airspace, the Mirages would push ahead for the attack and drop their specialized load of smart bombs equipped with the 60-kilometer range Spice guidance kit. Key strike elements would include the Mirage 2000s with the air-to-ground loadout, the Su-30s in the air-to-air configuration, and the AWACS with a 400-kilometer look capability. As planned, the Mirages got airborne from Gwalior early on the morning of the 26th, shielded by the activated aerial elements of the IAF along the western border to confuse the adversary about the IAF's intentions. The Mirages took off at 0215 hours for their 1-hour 20-minute trip to Balakot. The support elements slotted in like clockwork. With the forward support elements having sanitized the airspace, the Mirages pressed home the attack. The target was the jaish-e-mohammed training camp atop a hill near Balakot, spread along a 600-meter long and narrow corridor. The weapons made good their time over target, conveying India's ability, intent, confidence, resolve, and commitment in no uncertain terms. Mission accomplished. Roughly 12 hours after the Balakot strike, the Pakistani army intensified their artillery shelling on Indian positions across the LOC between Naushera and Sundarbani. With their air assets activated, it was only a matter of time before the Pakistani Air Force responded. The main players in the air were F-16s, JF-17s and Mirage 3s and 5s from the Pakistani side and the MiG-21 Bison, Su-30 and Mirage 2000s from the Indian side. On the morning of the 27th, Pakistan's game plan came into action with their assets spread across 3 corridors from north to south. At approximately 9:45 hours, 2 formations of Pakistani JF-17s and Mirages pushed forward. After having warned them about their proximity to the LOC, the Indian aircraft homed in. On seeing the Pakistani aircraft change course, they turned back as part of the standard beyond visual range combat tactics. At approximately 9:50 hours, the F-16 formations to the north made their move. 2 pressed ahead to engage the Su-30s, while the other 2 went for a ground target close to Naushera. The first F-16 formation let loose their AMRAAM missiles to prevent the Indian Su-30s from engaging the fights, while the other formation pushed to drop their load. After dropping its weapons, when the strike F-16 turned to go back into Pakistani territory, a Bison was able to lock on and release its weapon. At this juncture, another F-16 trailing behind would have been able to take a shot on the Bison. Wing Commander Abhinandan ejected and was taken prisoner of war by the Pakistani forces. His unconditional return and zero airspace violations by the PAF signified that their endgame points towards defense, disengagement and de-escalation. India is likely to retain the initiative with its military offensive being blended with and then taken over by a diplomatic one.